time before the remnant of Israel wakes up and we rise. We come from a bloodline of priests sold into captivity. Father, break these chains off me. Make me free. In time ambition 2024 AD. Live from the belly of the beast, Babylon. Should we stay, should we flee? In time's ambition.
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Hey, this is General Hezekiah from Trees of Righteousness. I'm just popping up on you real quick just to get a few things out. I wanted to touch on a few things that we didn't get to touch on Thursday. But first and foremost, let's give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Giving all praise to the Heavenly Father in the name of Yahweh Shai, his son. I wanted to touch on some things that we did miss on Thursday. First off, I just want to thank everybody for RSVPing for our Passover that we're having this Sunday. So the water, we appreciate it. We got you locked in. You should already receive the email and it will have the address on it. If you haven't received that, what I'll have you do is go ahead and you just go ahead and email us at Trees of Righteousness. So that's going to be treeselect144@gmail.com. Just go ahead and email us if you haven't received your confirmation email from us. I think that we already got those out, but just in case, or if you forgot or you accidentally deleted the email, just go ahead, contact us. We'll get that information over to you. The water. And we really can't wait to see everybody. It's been what brothers have been working on really hard during the week, trying to get this done here and there. We want you to be there. We want to make this the best time that you can possibly have, Most High willing, so that we can keep his feast day. It just seems to be, it's just me on at the moment because brothers are working diligently to make sure that things are straight and decent and in order. So that we can have this to be a great time. But like I was saying, there's some things we didn't touch on Thursday. I want to make sure that we do get things set in order. That's why I'm having this class called Setting a Difference Between the Holy and the Profane, because there are certain things that have to be done for the Passover. And one thing you have to do so that you can partake in the Passover is make sure that the leaven is out of your house. Now, we did have a class on that Thursday, not this Thursday, but the past Thursday. So that's about 2 Thursdays ago. We had about removing the leaven from your life, and also we were talking about from your house. But I wanted to make sure that we came on here and we let you know, hey, to make sure you get all the leaven out your house. If you had to go run around, make sure you make your sandwiches tonight, right? Get all the bread out your house, get out the leaven. If anything that's got yeast in it, you want to go ahead and get that out your house tonight. You don't want to play around and then forget about it on Sunday, and then it be found in your domiciles or in your housing. You want to make sure that you get that all out your housing. Another thing is for the Passover, you want to make sure when you come to the Passover, you've got to be spiritually clean. You have to be clean. And what I mean by that, there are certain things that you can do that make you unclean. And the reason we're bringing this out, because us as the Trees of Righteousness, as those who call themselves leaders over the flock, we have to make sure that we tell the people what will keep them from being holy, what will keep them apart from the Most High. Let me bring that out. Let's go to Leviticus. We'll go Leviticus 10 and 10. Pull that up real quick. Here we go. I'll actually start at verse 8, Leviticus 10 and 8. And it reads, And the Lord spake unto Aaron, saying, Do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou, nor thy sons with thee, when thou go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. Now, now we know we're talking to Aaron and his sons, the high priests, those who can be high priests, but we know at this time we do not have a high priest upon the earth. So brothers are kind of standing in the way of the priesthood, along with Mashiach Yahushua, because we are priests after the order of Melchizedek, right? So we just want to go ahead. We're gonna put that out there. It's a lucky got tongue tied. We'll go ahead and put that out there. And we're a priest after the order of Melchizedek. So we're here to make sure that we do put those things out there for you. So, and it says in verse 10, and that ye may put difference between holy and unholy, and between clean, unclean, and clean, and that you may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord has spoken unto them by the hand of Moses. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to go out here and teach you the things that are important. We want to make sure that we get these out to you. Hold on just for a moment. It's like my camera just looks like my phone, not my phone, but my computer came unplugged. Give me just a moment. Salakia Israel. Okay, okay. Got that taken care of. Salakia. The water for being patient. Shalom, shalom in the chat. Shalom, shalom to the real. Shalom. That's right. Hey, I appreciate you showing up, showing some love. Anybody else that might not put their name in the comment, for stopping by and listening. Okay, we got a precept here. All right, this is Exodus 13:7. And it reads, unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be leaven seen with thee in all thy quarters. The water, like it is. That's a great precept because that just lets you know, hey, you're not supposed to have it throughout any of your living quarters. Anywhere where you're at, you can't have any bread with leaven in it because during that time we're moving in haste, so we had to leave. But back to the point where I was going with, hey, we were going to make sure that we were going to set the unclean and the clean things apart. So when you come into the congregation during the holy feast, you have to make sure that you are clean. And I'm going to bring that up by reading over here in Numbers 9. Give me just a moment, bring that up. There we go. Hey, we're going to start here reading at Numbers 9, starting at verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month of the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at its appointed season. And that's what we're doing. We're having a Passover in Abib in the spring when things start to come to life, the beginning of the year. Like it's for the Hebrews, that's the beginning of the year when things start to come to life, despite when the world celebrates, when everything's still dead and it's cold outside, right? Verse 3, in the 14th day of this month at evening, ye shall keep it in his appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies thereof, shall ye keep it. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover. So that's right there. From the Most High himself, he spoke unto Moses. He told us that we have to keep the Passover. We have to keep the Passover, not only just to keep it, but to keep it as appointed season. In the 14th day of this month at evening, you shall keep it in its appointed season. Tells you when we are to keep it. Going back down to verse 5. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at evening in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So did the children of Israel. Now, this is where it gets into the part where we're going to be separating and giving understanding of what to do when you are unclean, if you do become unclean. And it says, verse 6, and there were certain men who were defiled by the dead body of a man, that they could not keep the Passover on that day. And they came before Moses and Aaron on that day. And those men said unto him, we are defiled by the dead body of a man. Wherefore are we kept back, that we may not offer an offering of the Lord in his appointed season among the children of Israel? So they didn't know what to do, because the Most High gave Moses Moses and Aaron an ordinance, and now he kind of like threw a wrench in it. Like, what are we supposed to do now that we can't offer up to him because we're defiled? So that just shows you that if you are defiled or unclean, you can't come before the Lord. So this is what the solution was. 9 and 8. And Moses said unto them, stand still, and I will hear what the Lord will command concerning you. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if any man of you or of your prosperity shall be unclean by reason of a dead body, or be in a journey afar off, yet he shall keep the Passover unto the Lord. Okay, so he's saying, hey, they still got to keep the Passover, but now they're going to tell you when. The 14th day of the second month at evening, they shall keep it, and eat with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall leave none of it until the morning, nor break any bone of it, according to all the ordinance of the Passover. But the man that is clean, that means like it's those who aren't defiled and is not in a journey, and forbear to keep the Passover, meaning, hey, they say, I ain't got to keep the Passover. The Passover is Yahushai, or who the world calls Jesus Christ. He's our Passover, so we ain't got to do it no more. Even the same soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he brought not the offering of the Lord in his appointed season. That man shall bear his sin. So that's showing you right there, for those who are unclean and cannot make the Passover due to being unclean, they have to keep the Passover in the second month on the 14th day. You're still going to keep the same ordinances, like it said in verse 12, according to all the ordinance of the Passover, they shall keep it. Meaning, hey, you still got to do everything it says. You got to have the Passover meal. You're going to eat it like this. You can't keep it until morning. You got to eat it with the unleavened bread and with the bitter herb. So we'll get that set up for those who cannot keep the Passover. We'll try to go over things again with you. And if you have any questions or anything concerning this, you can always hit up our email and we can go over it with you. But with that being said, what are the things that will keep you from being clean? I want to go over that with you, because there's a multitude of things that keep you from being clean during the time of Passover, like touching the unclean or touching that which is dead or deceased. Let's bring that up. I'm going to bring that up so I can show that to you. You find that in Leviticus 5. Let's go to Leviticus 5. Here we go. There you go. Here we go. I'll start at 2. It's if a soul touch any unclean thing, whether it be a carcass of an unclean beast, or a carcass of unclean cattle, or the carcass of unclean creeping things, and if it be hidden from him, he also shall be unclean and guilty. So if we're not talking about the guilty part, we're talking about things that we can touch that make us unclean. Say that you touch a dead animal, that makes you unclean. You touch the dead body, that makes you unclean. You anything that died of itself, anything the carcass of an undead thing that is unclean to us, we cannot, we cannot, we cannot do that. You can't make yourself unclean, or you tried your best to make sure you aren't unclean for the Passover because you want to come holy before the Most High. Also, we have eating things, but we should all know that if you on this live and you don't know the things you should not eat, that things that make you unclean, hey, you're missing out. Like you ain't been paying attention. And for those who are new to this and you're just coming across it, that's Leviticus 11. If you read through Leviticus 11, anything that doesn't have the cloven foot, chew the cud, like this, and it be on the land, hey, unclean to you, unclean. You can't have it. That, like we like to say, pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, things that be in the water that don't have fins and scales. That means it has to have fins and scales, not one or the other, or just one of them. It has to have fins and scales of all that move in the waters, whether it be like a lake, a river, the ocean, any of that. It's got to have all of those things. Those are the things that will keep you unclean as well. Like I say, I'm going through this because this was a kind of like a hip pocket class real quick because we want to just make sure that you're clean coming to the Passover. And if you have any questions, I'll keep iterating. Hey, just hit us up in the on the Gmail or write in the comments, and we'll go ahead and get that taken care of for you. And we'll try to answer any kind of questions you have. Hey, shalom, shalom, ama, shalom, ama reina, shalom, shalom. Yeah. Going back to that, Ashar Shabbat, Ashar Shabbat. All right, all praises. Also, another thing, a lot of people don't think about this is that if you have freshly just had a child, that actually makes you unclean. I will also cover that too, real quick. Let's get the verse for that. That is Leviticus 15. Pull that up. Leviticus 15. I think it talks about um no, that's Leviticus 12 actually. That's why I want Leviticus 12. Leviticus 12. Salakia. Leviticus 12. Here we go. We'll start at the top. It's Leviticus 12 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman have conceived seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days. According to the days of the separation of her infirmities, shall she be unclean. So we know right there, if you just had a baby just the other day and you're still in them 7 days, you are unclean. Also, during that same time, you have the purification that will happen as well. Now, this is the same thing, whether you have a man child or you have a woman child, or if they just be a maid child, a man child or a maid child, either one, like is you're unclean for 7 days and then you're put away for the time of separation. I'm not going to get all into that. But if you have time, go ahead and read Leviticus 12, and it will give you the information for that. Also, if you have a running issue in your flesh, like some kind of infection, something that might a little graphic, but something that might pus, or you have like a let me see, like gangrene or something like that, or you just had a surgery or whatnot, and you still taking like antibiotics for it or anything like that, where it may be an infection, that will make you unclean as well. And that's where we find that in Leviticus 15. That's here we go. Leviticus 15 and 2. Speak unto the children of Israel. Say unto them, when a man have a running issue out of his flesh, because of his issue, he is unclean. Now, as long as you have that, that issue going on, you're going to be unclean until you can get to the point where it stopped. That issue that's been in your flesh has stopped. Then you'll have everything that you touch, all of that stuff you have is unclean. You have to wash it. Then you got to wash yourself, and you're unclean into evening. So say that something happens on Sunday, like it's or the first day of the week, right before Passover, and you get an infection or something, you cannot show up like this. You cannot be there. And then what you'll do, we'll just have that the makeup Passover from the second month on the 14th day for you. Okay. But from there, you cannot do anything there. Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Chief.
Go ahead, guys. Shalom. I'm gonna show you done broke that thing down, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in here. I'm trying to make sure that people know and they to keep the ordinances to the Most High, and they don't defile themselves and defile the ceremony itself or the memorial as well.
All praises, man. That's very important.
Shalom, sis, Shalom.
Sister, shalom.
Yeah, I'm just basically going through here. I got like a little list I wrote down, just touching on some things that can make you unclean for that time period. If you have anything, you can jump on in anytime.
Yeah, whatever you need out there, God, I got you, man.
All right. The water.
I think I'm pretty good on the radio, so I think I got it. So
okay. If any case, I'll come over. We'll take care of that. But also, I think we left off on the infection. Like if you have an infection in your flesh, like that, you cannot come to the Passover because you'll be unclean unless you got cleared the day before, and you make sure you washed all your clothes, your linen, all that, washed yourself, and you were just being unclean until that evening. So that's another point. Another one that is common is that having sex before going to a holy convocation makes you unclean. That makes you unclean. You'll see that in verses, I want to say it's 16.
Yeah, 16. It talks about the seed leaving the man. That's important to bring out too.
Yep. I got here it is. This is Leviticus 16, and I'm gonna read on down to verse 18. Yeah, I want to read, into 18. And it reads, and if any man's seed of copulation, we know what that is. Yep. If you don't know what copulation is, like when a man is having sex and his ejaculation goes forth, if that happens, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean unto evening. So if you're having sex with your rib, like you're unclean. That makes you unclean. Not saying that the Most High is like, he don't have no respect to you anymore, but just ceremonially you're unclean, and even that's just unto the evening. So all you have to do, is wash yourself, and then you're unclean to the evening. Verse 17, in every garment, in every skin, that would be like when they say skin, that's what they used to sleep on. Used to have like goat skins and stuff like that. So it's saying your bedding basically. So every garment, whatever you were wearing, like during that time, in every skin, whatever you were sleeping on at that time, whereon is the seed of copulation, shall be washed with water and be unclean into evening. So during that time, if you gotta wash yourself, you gotta wash your garments, you gotta wash your bedding, and then you'll be unclean in the evening. And it's not just for the man. Verse 18 lets you know that the woman also, with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation, they shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the evening. So, your rib, she unclean as well. So y'all both gotta take a shower, take a bath, bathe yourself, let water run over you, and you're unclean until the evening. So you want to make sure that you don't show up to the Passover unclean. That's just another part of that.
Yep, that's right. Kind. That's right. That's what it says. That's absolutely right, guy.
And following that, I'm like, I don't know if Chief might have another one, but we have what I had lastly, because this is common as well. Like it's women that are on their flower or on their period. That time period, you are unclean, and
Mm.
it states here in Leviticus 15 and 19, and it reads, "And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whatsoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the evening." So also, when a woman's on her flower, on her period, and she touch you, you are also unclean. Verse 20, it says, "And everything that she lie upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean, and whatsoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. And whosoever touch anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes, and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. And if it be on her bed, or on anything where she sit, when she touch of it, shall be unclean until the evening. And if any man lie with her at all, and her flower be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days, and all the bed wherein he lieth shall be unclean."
Mm.
So that's just letting you know, if you accidentally are sleeping with your woman, and she happened to be in like her flowers start like is, hey, you unclean for 7 days, not just for that one day, because it's an issue of blood upon you now.
That's right. That's right.
And of course, we already know about the woman that had the issue of blood. Man, think about that. She had to be separated from the congregation as well. But if you have a separation of blood, let's go into 25. It'll explain that. uh, Leviticus 15:25. "And if a woman have an issue of her blood many days out of the time of her separation," talking about beyond that 7 days,
Mm-hmm.
"and if it run beyond the time of her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanliness shall be as the days of her separation. She shall be unclean." So just imagine that, like how the woman has to be unclean for 7 days out of the month just because of her flower. But if that woman that had the issue of blood for her life, for a good point of her lifetime, she had to be unclean all those days
Mm.
and separated from out the congregation. She couldn't be at any of the feast days. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man. Anything anyone touch over, you unclean.
Hmm.
Man, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah, that's why. Hey, that was why it was so important to her. She was like, she wanted to be with her people. She said, "I could just touch, I could just touch it, just a little bit. I'm gonna be cleansed of it." And
Mm.
then she was made clean, just touching the hem of his garment. That's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
The Most High set in place, set Yahushua in place that she could walk, that she could come across him, so that she could be unclean, and then healed from that uncleanliness by him.
Mm. Kind.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's just how important it is during that time period. During that time period, it's just very important to make yourself holy before the Most High.
Yeah, this definitely falls right back in place of being circumcised completely, the heart
Mm-hmm.
as well as the flesh. It's very important to make sure that we become clean before the Most High. Like these things that go on and happen, we cannot go into the temple like this, man. So that's a good
Right.
lesson so far with it too, General, man, because a lot of people don't know this in Israel.
That's right.
That's people that still struggle with this concept, man, and don't understand it, what it means. even with, I would go a step farther. I don't know how you feel about it, guy, but I mean, I take a step farther to even with the man seeming about before you even come to camp. Don't, like, if you lay with your wife, stay at home. That's just
Yeah.
it's just me.
No, I'm with you.
I'm,
I'm
you,
with you because
I mean,
I'm
it,
with you there.
yeah, it gets deep. It's deep, man. I know, and you know what? It seems like, especially when you wake up to this truth, like, man, that's so much, and it's really not. It's really
Right.
not, man. It's just that we feel that way because we've been taught for so long wrong. Like we say it all the time, just because the Bible was taught wrong don't mean the Bible's wrong, right?
Right.
This is a clean cut for us to learn what separate us from the Most High, man, and the reason why we can't get the blessings that we were created to get in the first place, because there's something that's keeping us from receiving it, right?
That's right.
I land my plane on that one, God. Go ahead. That was just that was
Hey, hey, good point. Very good point. And I stand with you on that. Hey, brothers, if you want to come to camp, you want to be around the congregation, and you gotta make sure you clean.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, we hold the same thing in our household. In my household, that's how we roll as well.
Kind, kind.
Oh, also another part ordinance, and I'm glad you brought that up, talking about the circumcision. If you are uncircumcised, you cannot take of the Passover.
Mm.
That's just a part of the ordinance of the Passover. It's not something that we're gonna go around checking people for. Nah, we ain't gonna be walking. Hey brother, we have to make sure. Hey, that's something between you and the Most High, because He's gonna cut you off from the people, not us. Hey, you like his brothers be wanting to show other brothers love.
That's right.
We go out our way to show love to one another, but the ordinance says if you are not circumcised, you cannot partake of the Passover.
That's right. That's right.
So that's another thing that we wanted to bring up. Other than that, hey, if I miss something, like His Most High forgive me. But I did a little bit of a little study just to make sure that when you come to the congregation, before we come before the Lord, that we are clean, not only in flesh but also in heart.
Yes, kind. That's a big thing, man, because if you not, you can't come in talking about some man that I'm clean in the flesh, but deep down in my heart, most high I don't know. I got these secrets and things what I'm dealing with, man. You don't want to fall into the hands of the most high angry God like this, man. Right. So
Yeah.
we got to make sure, man, that we are clean on the flesh and the heart, man, because the heart is wicked, man. Right.
Yeah.
Jeremiah told us that in 17:9, man. Who knows the heart? The Lord knows the heart. He knows both, man.
That's
Right?
right.
So it's very important, man, that we get ourselves circumcised, man. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, whatever you've been battling, or whatever it may be, whatever your situation may be, man. Don't allow it to overtake you and make you uncircumcised, man, to a point where you just come and say, it's a what they do that like in Christianity, the communion meal.
Yeah.
That's it. Just come here and eat some lamb and get the Seder meal, man, and go back, and I'm going to continue the same way. I'm gonna live my same life doing all. It's gonna be okay for me, man.
Nah.
Nah, you can't do that, man.
That's right.
If he can do whatever he want, he'll drop you dead right there on the spot, man. And think nothing of it, and keep it trucking, keep it moving, man.
That's right.
Right. So this ain't a game. This ain't a joke. This brothers coming out and trying to prepare the people for what they about to go in and receive. Get ready for it, man. It's gonna be a beautiful thing tomorrow to gather with the brothers and the sisters, man, and to congregate and to gather ourselves together like Jacob, our forefather, told us in Genesis 49:1, how we
Right.
gonna come together. Hey, we taking back the very thing that was taken from us, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, because we know the books are being opened now. When you hear them books being opened now, it's the understanding of the book to his children, the Israelites, not to everyone, because everyone got the book, but the book is open to us now, man. We can understand this book, man, and live it now. And so we're preparing the people and telling them you have to be circumcised in the flesh as well as the heart.
That's right. Hey, great point. Glad you brought that out. Glad you brought that up. Man. And I saw that it wasn't too many people that popped in. But I appreciate everybody that did. because this kind of we wanted to just make sure that this got out there for you to
Yeah.
make sure that you knew the ordinances, that you made sure you came clean before the Most High. Because I know, like just like y'all, like it's y'all just like us want to come before the Most High in sincerity and in truth, clean right before the throne, holding this memorial, and like it's just a memorial of His power, and in hopes that the Most High tomorrow, the next day, or that very hour, will come and get us, and we'll be in our exit.
Bam, gone. Man, that'd be great. All praises to the Most High, man. Bashimi Yakal Shai Brakatah. Man, I love to hear that, bro. That get me excited, man. That keep my faith increased, man. It keeps me wanting to keep on fighting, man. Don't matter how many times you fall, righteous man get up. So get up, Israel, no matter what, man. And let's pull together in this thing and cling on to one another, man, so that we can reach that finish line because we in a race, man.
That's right.
We in a race. I mean, you can't. Hey, we can't be sitting around, man. Just like, man, we in the end times, man. We don't know when the time is coming. We can definitely know we in the end time. World War III about to pop off and everything. Israel ain't nothing more better than getting together, man, and getting in this truth deep, man. So we be ready when Yahweh shall return, man.
That's right. Hey, and that's what we're here for. We're here to set. We're here to practice the righteous acts, as it says in Judges 5.
That's right.
That's what we're here. We're practicing the righteous acts because they are a shadow of things to come.
That's right.
Just imagine how it's going to be now. Like for those who come into the Passover, you're gonna like it's. We pray to the Most High that you enjoy yourself, and then you see that and you're like, man, just have the thought it's gonna be even better when the kingdom comes. You're gonna have all your people, like you're gonna be like, you over there. Oh man, you're gonna see all your people, those who keep the law, statutes, and commandments. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Very beautiful day.
And that's a great point, God. That's a very great point. It takes us back to when we do things that's not if the Lord don't ordain us or tell us to do it, we shouldn't do it, man. Y'all brought out something a couple of classes ago. You talked about Aaron two sons.
Yeah.
When the Lord
in a bayou.
Leviticus 10.
Yeah, about the fire.
About the fire.
Yeah.
And that's a great point showing the people that, man, you can't just do what you think and feel and think that they won't have no response from the Most High, because the Most High lit it. He struck them right there. I mean, that's tough. Here you got Aaron, who's been doing a great work for the Lord, and yet he goes and tells Moses, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take them clean out. That's how it's important for us to understand, man, that no matter what, we got to do it the way the Most High call us to do. Hearts got to be circumcised. Flesh got to be circumcised, man.
That's
we can't go in there with these secrets, man, and with these things we holding on to, right? He knows. He hit them brothers quick. He didn't even think about it.
Right.
If you ain't circumcised, hey, man, you cannot be partaker of it. And that's just, it ain't us saying that, man. They got a saying that said, don't hate the messenger,
Right.
Us saying that.
Right. And hey, we just trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability.
That's right.
Hey, we trying to do the things that are pleasing to the Most High, so that He can turn His wrath from us and lift these curses off of us.
That's right. I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Ready to go,
Who wants to stay in mystery Babylon, spiritual Egypt forever?
We tired. We are tired. I'm looking forward to seeing all these new faces too, man. We've been getting a lot of people that, brothers that's really reaching out to us, man, and asking to come to camp and learn. And they want to know, that's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. And man, we able to reach out to these brothers. So hopefully that these brothers and stuff, man, keep their word and stuff, man, and keep on a longing for the Most High and desiring Him, man, and keep on pushing, as well as our sisters. Keep pushing for Him, man. Push for this. Right. You got to strive for this thing till death. This ain't one of those, man. You can just like Christianity. What come one Sunday, take a Sunday off. Coming next Sunday, take a month off. We can't do that. Not with this truth. You don't play with this truth, man.
That's right. Sure, you gave more of a account for how some people are than others, because
Yeah.
you got those same brothers and sisters. They only show up on Easter and
Yep.
Christmas. That's the
Pimped
only
out.
time you see them.
Pimped out.
Yep. That's the only time you see them.
That's
Like,
right.
hey, but the Most High said He gave you 3 times that you have to be in front of Him, and it wasn't Christmas, and it wasn't Easter.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, we've got a precept over here. Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore your enemy because I tell you the truth? That's right. Hey, don't shoot the messengers.
Yeah, don't shoot the messengers, man. And we ain't being harsh. We ain't. I know a lot of people take it like, well, why you gotta ask me if I'm doing it, if I know what the Passover is, and if I'm circumcised, why you gotta say all them questions and stuff, man? Because hey, we don't want you to get hit by the Most High, man. We don't want you to get hit by the Most High, man. You don't want to play with the Most High like you play with in Christianity. You can play all you want in Christianity, man, and they'll just tell you, hey, the Lord understands and He knows, and that's it. Eat our little crackers and drink our little grape juice. We're fine. We're fine.
Right.
No, you can't do this because there's a reason why He didn't even want strangers to be in this Passover and stuff. Do you understand this? He making the call. He making the shots. He telling you what He want and what He don't want.
That's right.
And this is just something that He lined up for His children from day one, man. Since all the nations in the Garden of Eden was above, He still put those people as number one of Himself, man, and gave them laws, statutes, and commandments, and told them, hold a feast unto me. Pharaoh, you need to let them go so they can hold a feast unto me in the wilderness, man. We're trying to get back there, Israel.
That's right.
We getting out of this land of captivity. We're tired.
Tired of it. We are tired of this captivity.
We are tired.
Yeah, sure. If you're not tired of this, I don't know how
something
you.
Wrong. There's something wrong to keep.
I don't know how you living. Hey, you might want to reevaluate your life. If you loving it here,
yeah,
man, there might be something wrong with you. There might be. It might just be. Or you still, or the Most High just haven't pulled the scales back from your eyes.
Right. Maybe it's not. It's meant for Him to wake you up in this. You probably don't want it, right? Hey, just being
That's
real
right.
with it.
Hey, that's real. But also, I guess the real reminded me of something I did want to bring out. Because like when you come there, when you come amongst the congregation, you ain't just gonna be there just to eat the food.
Nope.
Just like Chief said. Chief said that as well. You said that as well. You're not there just to eat the food, eat the crackers, like yes, and drink the wine.
No.
like they be doing, like yes, they be like, oh yeah, you gotta get baptized before you get the crackers and the juice. And I was like, man, I gotta get baptized so I can get some of these crackers and juice. That's what I was. That's why I got baptized. I wanted the crackers and the juice. Everybody, I was like, I want to be an adult.
Yeah,
I want the crackers and the juice. They get to have it. Now that's all I was concerned about. Like, man, I want to take the crackers and the juice, but didn't really understand the ordinances behind it. So I want to make sure that I want to bring that out real quick. First Corinthians 11, and we'll start at 23 because we're gonna get the account. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna go straight to it. We're gonna hit straight to it. Like it's because we just got through talking about it. We're gonna start at 26. So First Corinthians 11 and 26. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till He come.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Lord.
Can't get no much clearer than that, bro.
Hey, verse 28. But let a man examine himself, and so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. So if you are just drinking, it's like this. Hey, I didn't even know it. I was bringing damnation upon myself.
Yep.
Like this, out like this, and wonder why things going wrong in life.
That's
Didn't
right.
even know. But I thank the Most High that He winked at my ignorance, and that He woke me up to this truth, so that I could keep His law, statutes, and commandments,
All
and be a
praise.
light to the nation of Israel to come back to this truth, His law, statutes, and commandments.
That's absolutely right, God. And that said it all right there for us, man. That's why we don't want you to be under that condemnation right there, man. We don't want you on that damnation, man. We don't want
That's
that to
right.
happen to you, man.
That's
Because you
right.
can't fool the Most High, man. You do it, and you thinking, oh man, that I ain't got to hear all that, man. Ain't nothing. Hey, something's going. Hey, you just read it's happening. It whether be mentally, physically, spiritually, you about something. I don't know, but something will come about because the Lord knows the heart.
That's right. Hey, you have anything else for the people, Chief?
I think that's it, brother. We looking forward to a great Passover, man. I'm anxious, man. I know thing gonna look so beautiful, man. Got the photographer, man. He's coming up there and stuff, man, from 6 to 8. Hope everybody dressed up, looking good. Going to get a couple of them to stand with each other. Might do like a general said. He wanting to do some interviews, so have the people look them their best, big time.
Oh yeah. We want to hear about how you enjoyed the Passover. We want to hear about how you came into it, how you heard about us. We want to hear everything. We want to catch up. Hey, this is basically like a little family reunion.
Yeah, kind.
Yeah, we come together as a family, as a tribe, as a nation before the Lord.
That's right. That's right. So we definitely looking forward to it, man. We starting to put everything on play and everything. Let the people show up, and let's give all praise and all honor to the Most High God, Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and we do so by His precious Son, man. His precious Son, man, Yahweh Shai. Man, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be lit. It's going to be off the
Mm-hmm.
chain. I'm anxious. I probably won't even sleep tonight, General. I'm so happy.
Chief, you gotta get some rest.
I know, man, but
You
I'm just
gotta get some rest, Chief. Hey, if you gotta have you a glass of wine before you go to bed
yeah. Might have to,
to
man.
calm your nerves down.
Hey, it's just that when you come together, man, you might be feeling sick, you might be feeling weak, or you might be feeling down. But when you get with the body, when you get with the brothers and sisters, man, that energy and it just come out from nowhere, man. You know that's the spirit of the Most High, man. You get you
That's
amped
right.
up, you ready to go, man.
That's right. All praises. All praises. Hey, and just to put this out there, if it be on your hearts that you want to donate to the body, donate for the Passover or whatnot, the Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. Like it's
Huh.
hey, we don't ask for donations so we can line our pockets or we can buy fly garments, anything like that. Everything that you donate goes right back to you. Brothers
Right.
don't see a cent of this to themselves. It comes right back to you. What when it comes to the feast days, when it comes to like if brothers and sisters need help, whatever it be, whatever the Lord leads us to, like is we do that for you. We do that for you.
Our praises, man. Hey, your real said, hey, she said the same thing you said. God said, get some rest.
Yep, gotta get some rest. Hey, I'm gonna try to get me some rest too.
I think it's a little excitement, man. The first one in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Normally I used to have to travel out, but now actually having it here and actually got the place, I'm just looking forward to it, God. That's all. I know excitement. I get some sleep, but I'm just excited, man.
Right. I understand that. Hey, it's tomorrow.
Yes.
Look, this time tomorrow we will be gathering with our people. Beautiful.
We can't
And
even
we
tell them what's gonna be there, man. We're gonna have, man, it's gonna be, don't miss
hey,
out. That's all I can say.
hey, I don't want hey spoilers.
Yeah,
Don't want to give too much. Hey,
yeah.
like it's if you dare, yeah, hey, if you know, you know.
Right.
Hey,
If you're not, hey, that's your, hey, like I said, man, we're gonna, hey, I just threw that one spoiler out there, man, with the photographer, man. Just want people be looking their best, get a couple interviews, man. Put it up. I think it's gonna do well for the channel and everything, man. So,
All praises.
all
Yeah.
praises, man.
Yeah, just to let y'all know, like it's hey, we're gonna post it up on the channel for you. Like it's for those who can't make it. The only thing that you won't see in the on the channel is the prayers, because we don't do that on the live. We do not do the prayers on the live. Hey, just like it says, you pray in secret, and the Father will reward
you.
kids, reward you openly.
Kind.
That's where you get your testimonies from. You don't go in front of everybody praying about everything. Like it, hey, we gonna pray for you. Like it's in the Most High. Like it's gonna make that prayer come to reality. If it be in His will, hey, there ain't nothing He can't do.
That's right. Where is that at? Cause we're gonna be we're gonna be doing that prayer. Hey, it's amazing when you're speaking in Hebrew, man. You're doing it's more powerful than a regular prayer, man. Where is that at, God? I need to find it.
Oh, you talking about
I know it's in the Apocrypha. I can't.
It's in the prologue.
Yeah,
it's in the prologue. My Apocrypha is in the living room. Give me a second. I'll pull it up on my phone. I know what part it's at.
Show them, man. We got these, and I ain't gonna get the spoilers. I'm just gonna say we're gonna be, man. It ain't nothing like speaking in Hebrew, but you knew exactly what I was getting to.
Oh, I do. I got it here.
You got it. Okay.
This is the prologue to Sirach, the first chapter. It says, "For the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language."
Man, that's a gunshot wound. Man, that's why it's so important that we're gonna be, man, speaking in Hebrew, man. It's gonna be amazing, man. I'm just ready for it, bro. For real. We've been waiting, putting this thing. I'm ready, man.
That's right.
I hope that everybody get themselves ready. They look at this video. If y'all ain't got your staffs yet, go out there to Ollie's, man. They on sale. You can get them. Come prepared. Get everything that you need. Don't come empty-handed, because you don't want that damnation on you. You gotta come circumcised, right?
Yep. Not only in flesh, but in heart.
In heart as well. All praise to the Most High, God.
Hey, and I'm gonna close this out with Isaiah. You got anything else?
That's it on this end, bro.
All right, then. About to close this out. This Isaiah 61:3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that He might be glorified.
You got it. Bam. That's a mic drop, man. All praises to the Most High, man. Y'all, we them trees. Y'all already know how it is. Get ready for it, man.
That's right. That's right. Hey, we all hyped up for tomorrow. We're going to try to get some rest. Y'all do the same. We look forward to seeing y'all out tomorrow. Like it's for those who didn't RSVP. Hey, y'all missed out. Don't try to come up. Don't try to email tonight.
Yeah, it's over.
I gotta be in the building. Hey, you. What I read earlier. If you are able-bodied and can be at the Passover and you are clean and you don't show up, the Most High said, "I got something for you."
That's right.
Hey, you don't want to stay cut off from your people. So
come on.
Hey, so I hope that you RSVP. That's right. We be them trees.
We be them trees. And we
shout out to our Bronski.
Yeah.
Shout out to the brother.
The brother, put it on there. Yeah. All praises, man.
All praises. All right. Hey, okay, and with that, we give all praise and honor to Yahweh Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. I'm General Hezekiah.
And I'm Chief Yamel. Boom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Kwam Yashala.
Shalom. Kwam Yashala.